Hello, everyone, and welcome back to More Than a Game. I'm your host, Anup Mahajan. Today, we're looking at the architects, the people who build the stage for everyone else to shine. I'm joined by my wonderful co-host today, Jen.
Hi, Anup. I'm always so happy to be here. And today is super special because we have a true visionary with us. He doesn't just play the game, but he created a whole ecosystem for generations of players. He is the CEO of IFeL, Indonesia Football eLeague, as well as the national team coach who led Indonesia to their historic World Championship title. So everyone, please welcome, this is Putra Sutopo.
Oh, yay. Hi.
Yay, thank you for coming here.
Thank you, Anup. Thank you,
Yes,
Jeanice,
thank
for
you,
having me here.
Putra. Yeah, what a pleasure to have you. So we're just going to get right into it. So you currently hold two titles. You're the CEO of IFeL, is that right? And esports national team coach. So from this vantage point, overseeing the biggest virtual football community in the nation, how do you assess the industry today? And is Indonesia finally getting the recognition it deserves as a dominant force in the global virtual football scene?
I see. I think at this point, I believe Indonesia is leading the virtual football market, not only in terms of like a competition structure, but also as a community strength and player quality also. And what we see right now, the result is what we see right now is the result of long-term process.
Yeah.
Over than 3 to 4 years, we have been consistently to building the ecosystem, and I think right now we're already being recognized from other countries. They already started to acknowledge and appreciate what Indonesia has been built. So yeah, I think we are already receiving the recognition from another country.
Great.
Great. So he mentioned that this is the result of long-term process. So let's get back a little bit to how it all started. I heard that before reaching this global stage, it actually started in a very modest way. So you started organizing tournaments. I heard from the garage.
Yeah.
So is it true, like garage?
Yes, thankfully to my dad to give the
Wow.
privilege.
Oh, your dad's garage.
Dad's garage.
Yes, it's
Okay.
not my garage.
Okay, so were you the one running the cable, setting up the screen, trying to
Yes.
find participants for the competition?
Yes, correct. Back then I was in the high school, so
Oh, you were still in high school.
yes, I started I think since 2015.
2015.
Yes.
So it has been a very, very long journey in
Yes.
the 11 years. So back then, while you were doing all that as a high school student, did you honestly see a future career in doing this?
I think at that time I never thought that it will become a career because I think when I started that this was purely just a hobby.
Oh, so you were just reacting to your passion at the moment. So you like doing the game, so you set up the tournaments.
No, I think it's not because of my passion because back then I have a small food business. So I create the tournament to help my to generate more income for my small food business.
Oh.
So after that, I realized that I get more profit when I organizing some tournaments. So start from that, I curious about the industry. So I decide to learn and research about the industry, and I believe that the industry could grow much bigger. So yeah, start from that. I decide to fully commit to this industry.
That's
That's
amazing.
actually interesting.
Yeah, what persistence. So, I mean, that persistence has actually led to a historic milestone, guiding the national team to become world champions. So, was that specific victory the moment where you felt your path was finally validated? And also, how did winning that title change your mindset from just surviving in the industry to dominating it?
I think that win wasn't about the validation. I think it was about confirmation.
Yeah.
Because for years we was in the survival mode, like every day we trying to survive, to keep the ecosystem alive, to protect the players, to prepare the players to be their top perform, and everything was about survival. But when we became a world champion, everything changed instantly. So start from being like many people ask like where Indonesia can prove to be a champion. All the questions become like how we survive, how far we can go, and then start from that we change the method like we change like how we manage the tournament, how we keep the players, how we prepare for the next generation, and how Indonesia shows up to the to the global stage. So yeah, from that moment, I think it was not only staying in the game, but the mindset is changed how we can keep more shaping for the future. So yeah.
Okay, so from surviving into, what can we do? How can
Yeah.
we grow better and more consistent, of course?
Yes, of course, because I think become a world champion is more easier to to holding the title.
Yep. Yeah.
To get the second title, to get the third
Yep.
title, I think it's quite difficult. It's not that tough to to be a world champion because Indonesia already won 2 times world champion.
Right.
I think the most challenging for us is to to maintain the
Maintain.
perform and to prepare for the next generation.
And of course, since Indonesia has become the world champion, people has high expectations,
Sure.
right? So people will be expecting more out of Indonesia, of course, especially in the football scene. But of course, translating that competitive success into a business is a different challenge, right, Putra? So you created IFeL, or Indonesia Football eLeague, which has now grown into the biggest virtual football league in Indonesia. So what was your key strategy to build something from the ground up, not just to gather this massive community, but of course to create a business model that needs to be sustainable and of course professional?
I think the focus was never about the monetization. So our first focus is to build trust to the public and to the community. In early days, that we are focused to developing on the on the building the ecosystem first. Uh, Also bringing with all the key stakeholders like a community, athlete, esports team, football team, content creator, esports federation or football federation. So after we got, after we once we build the structure and the people trust, I believe that the revenue comes naturally. So it's never about the money.
So it's never about being profitable.
Yes, profit is it was the result.
Okay.
The most important things is like if we can manage the competition very professional and we can get a long term collaboration. I think that things that makes the community into a real industry. So we build the community first. We get the we get trust from the community, and I believe that it will generate the revenue.
So I
Wow.
guess his key strategy is to start from the community.
That's
Yes.
right.
That's the most important thing.
That's right.
And the result will follow.
Yep,
That's right.
that's correct.
So, I mean, like based on that wonderful answer of, you've really galvanized communities and people virtually. I mean, I guess you've conquered it all, right? You've conquered the competitive side as a world champion coach, and then of course on the business side as well, as a CEO of one of the largest leagues in Indonesia. So, looking at 2026 and beyond, what do you think is the next evolution? And also, how do you ensure that this massive community stays united for the years to come?
Okay, so the next evolution is integration. So competitive leagues,
Yep.
grassroots development, content, education, and international pathways need to move as a one system. So my goals is to make sure that the community is not depends on as a one person
Yep.
or one team
Yep.
or one event, because if the system is strong, I think the ecosystem will stay more longer for the next generation.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's how the Indonesian virtual ecosystem becomes a permanent, not only as a popular 1 season or 2 seasons.
Sure. Sure.
Or, of course, we wouldn't want it to be like, just one thing and then the next time it won't be as hype as it is
Yeah.
now.
Right.
We want it to be consistently growing. And for Putra, you've been in the industry for so long now, since 2015, you've started this. What's your next personal goals, Sue?
I think I think our personal goals with IFL is to prepare for the upcoming generations. Like I told you before, that we don't want the community depends on one players
Yep.
or one team. So I think right now we are preparing for the next generation. We are preparing for the grassroots development. The upcoming event, we will create the high school competition.
Sure.
Last year we did we did rental pass. Mungkin maybe Jeanice know about the rental pass. Is a grassroots place. So this year we are focused for the generation.
Okay, so rental pass is very interesting. It's very common in our
Yeah.
generation, but maybe for the Gen Zs or the Gen Alphas, it might
Yeah.
not be as common. So it's good to see that you're trying to bring it back, and of course, it is to encourage more new players into
Sure.
the scene,
Not only
right?
the players, but we also help the small business
Yes,
owners,
true.
because we create the rental pass all over the region in Indonesia. So we help also the small business owner.
So that's where you can rent PlayStation.
I was gonna say, I was like, for the people out there like me who don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a like a run PlayStation.
Rent a place. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah.
So
you
if
can
you
rent
don't
the
have,
game.
so if
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
PlayStation,
Right.
you can go to rental pass.
Gaming for all. I love
Yes.
it. Yes. Yes.
It's like a gaming cafe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. That's
gaming
great.
cafe,
Okay.
Yes.
Gaming
for
cafe.
More,
PlayStation.
yes,
Yeah.
it's more small than gaming cafe.
Okay, speaking all about rental PlayStation and all of this, we've talked about strategy, we've talked about your business and your vision in the future. But Putra, we want to see if you still got it, as the CEO of IFeL, as well as the national team coach. We would like to see your skills on the virtual field. So are you ready for it?
Sure.
Anup, are you ready?
I guess so.
So everyone will see how it will turn out, Anup, and also Putra will be playing a fun match together. So stay tuned for a very fun segment coming right up, Speedrun. You're still watching More Than a Game, and welcome to Speedrun! Woo! Where's the cheers, everybody? Yes! So, Anup, you are now team up with Putra
All
as the
right.
home team.
Yes.
And we are bringing new challengers. We have some heavy opponents from the U.S. Embassy. We have Greg. Hi, Greg. Nice to meet you again.
I'm back.
And you are bringing a new friend I see right here. We have Akil. Hi, Akil. Welcome to More Than a Game.
Hi, everyone.
All right. So, Akil and Greg, what's your strategy to beat our home team?
That's a great question.
So,
The strategy is to survive.
to survive.
Survive. Ooh,
And don't forget,
okay.
you actually can get some points other than goals, because at the speed run, we have quite a twist for the game. Here is how it works. The four of you will play a 2 versus 2 match on EAFC 26 Rush mode for 7 minutes. But at the same time, I will be giving you trivia questions, in which for every question, it is worth 1 point each. And for the final questions, it's gonna worth 3 points. So the game is very important, but answering the trivia questions is also key to winning this fun match, okay? So when I ask your team of questions, everyone have exactly 30 seconds to discuss and give me your final answer. And if you get it wrong or run out of time, the other team get a chance to give the right answer and steal the point. So team home and away, are you guys ready?
Yes, we are. All right.
All right, so everyone, this is Speedrun. Let's kick off.
We don't need to
You
score.
guys don't
Yeah.
need to
See, there we go.
score.
Oh, did we just? Oh no, we didn't. No.
We want to see some action in the game as well. So for Greg, this is the second
Oh
time.
no. Oh no.
I think you're slowly pulled
Yeah.
into the game, Greg.
Go. Go.
Ooh.
Now see how I can dig.
Oh, why did I do that?
Oh. The goalkeeper is totally doing his job. Oh, offside once again. All right, so we're gonna go back to our team, Anup and Putra. Let's take it back to the last time the US hosted the big tournament. What is the name of the iconic stadium that hosted the 1994 World Cup final? Oh,
Oh, 1990. No.
do you want a clue? Can I give clue?
Sure.
It's in California. 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Iconic stadium in California.
Iconic stadium. Oh gosh.
World Cup final, 1994.
Disney Stadium? I don't know.
Disney Stadium.
Or like
up.
UCLA or no, I don't know.
Okay, sorry, Team Home. Time's up. So,
Oh.
away team, Greg or Akil, do you want to try to answer that question?
I'm gonna say the Rose Bowl.
That's right.
What?
Woo! Nice.
Boo.
I see, Greg.
Okay.
I
So
see
we
Greg.
need to
score a goal.
I-
We
We
need
really
to
don't have-
score a
you
goal.
gotta score a
Okay,
goal. We
we
don't
gotta
have to
score a
score a
goal.
goal.
Okay.
We
We
have to
need to
play a game
score.
now.
Okay. Oh man.
Now I totally understand why Greg is bringing Akil this time.
Yeah,
right.
me too.
He's
That's
walking.
right.
Oh,
US
man.
World Cup
You have to,
encyclopedia.
As I said, who let him
I'm
in?
strategic about
You know?
this. now.
All right,
Okay,
we
okay,
have
is this
4
me?
minutes
Okay.
left in
Okay.
the game.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's
Yay!
go! Anup and Putra.
We did it. That's right.
Goal for
That's right.
Anup and Putra. 1 point.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. We still have around 4 minutes, I believe. Or was it 4 minutes? All right. Let's go, Greg and Akil, everyone.
Are you cheering for them now?
Oh,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
I'm just.
Ah! Look at that. That's right.
I mean,
This is getting too easy
you got the
here.
goal.
I
you
mean,
have the goat. You have the national
know.
team coach of Indonesia, Anup.
right? Man, this is
The goat is right here at your team. So anyway,
too easy. Oh,
ooh.
okay. Oh, now I'm going around in circles.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh.
Oh no, that goalie needs to move back. What's the goalie doing? Okay. Oh. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
offside. So Akil, is this your first time playing this FC?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
how do you like it so far?
Well, I like it a lot. It's a fun game that a lot of my friends play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay, everyone is like in a serious mode.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad having to ask them questions in the middle of all this, but that's the
That's
thing.
the challenge.
have to-
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge,
That's the challenge.
true. So up next, it's for Greg and Akil. Now let's talk about the Indonesian connection to the Major League Soccer. He is currently a fan favorite. What is the name of the Indonesian national team goalkeeper who formerly played for FC Dallas? Okay, this is very specific.
That's a really specific.
This is very
That's
specific.
hard. Oh my gosh.
The name of the Indonesian national team goalkeeper who
trying to
used to
win.
play
I'm
for
trying to
FC Dallas. Unfortunately, we cannot like search it on the internet.
Where's Google?
Call a friend.
Oh, Siri.
So, I guess Greg and Akil, I think they resorted to, okay, let's just try to score points. I think it's easier than answering this question.
Well, debatable.
Come on.
Okay, time's
Oh,
up.
what?
Time's
Oh,
up.
oh.
So I have to pass the question to Anup and
Okay.
Putra. So, do you want to try to guess the answer? The name of the Indonesian national team goalkeeper who used to play for FC Dallas.
That's gonna be you, buddy. I don't know. I have no idea.
Currently, very, very famous fan favorite.
I think it's Martin Paes.
That's right!
Let's go.
Martin Paes.
Great. Okay. Here's. We don't need to score. Yeah, the
I feel
silence
like-
says
I
it
feel like
all
you
on
guys are
the other
winning.
side.
But wait,
Yeah.
the
There's-
last question, this is a game changer because this last question, whoever got it right will get 3
No.
points.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah,
Alright.
sorry.
All right.
So if you know the answer, just say it as quick as possible. First come, first serve. Are you guys ready? Oh wait, let me just ask it like at the last minute, so it got a little bit more intense.
Intense. Oh my gosh.
Let me keep the question for the last minute.
Like home.
I know.
I'm holding the question.
Wait, where am I? Am I the blue guy? Okay.
Oh.
I don't know who I am. Okay. I probably should have asked that a long time ago, but okay.
Bablas eh, bo.
I don't know who I am. Okay. Maybe-
Okay, let's see.
Oh.
I know it was confusing. That's how to remember the color.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Everything's getting very confusing.
Yeah, oh.
You are blue.
I'm the blue guy, the one with the. Oh, I'm the red one. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Putra, give some tips for Greg and Akil.
I didn't play FC. Four? I didn't
Be
play
better at
FC.
answering questions. Ooh, that was. Ooh.
Oh,
Wait, we are.
oh,
We have
oh.
one right. Wait a minute.
I think we should change the game. I think we should change the game.
Where is
Tekken?
it? Is it
Greg?
on here?
Tekken?
We
Let's
have all the characters.
There we go. Welcome.
All right, we'll see.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Can Team DC United turn things around?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Are you sure you
Jokes, jokes.
Someone's lying.
Yeah.
Anup, I feel like you're getting more
I am.
Let's go, Anup.
competitive.
Yeah.
I know he is. He got the
This
win
is-
first on his team. I know he is.
After he tasted victory.
That's right.
He's not doing anything I wouldn't do.
All right, everyone, with 50 seconds on the clock.
Right.
The last question, the
Oh.
first one who gets it right got 3 points. So sticking with Indonesian talents in the US, what is the name of the young Indonesian descent player who currently plays for Los Angeles FC, LAFC? So young Indonesian descendant player who is playing for Los Angeles FC. Anyone?
I think just Greg and Akil answer because we already won the point.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Greg and Akil, do you want to answer? Should I give like initials? A, W?
Yeah.
So just answer because we already have 3-0.
There you go.
Oh no.
I don't think I know the answer.
Okay, I guess no one knows the answer, so let me answer it myself. 3 points for me, yay! Yay! So he is Adrian Wibowo. So he's currently playing for Los Angeles FC. And he's one of the Indonesian talents that's currently working and playing for US teams. And with 15 seconds on the mark,
You could do one more question for 5 points.
Yeah. If you, why not 6?
let's go.
6 points.
You know.
5, 4, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Oh.
Oops, no.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yay!
XD, and the winner is Inter Miami.
All right, man.
Putra
All right.
and Anup.
Good game. Good game.
Good
Good
game.
game.
Good game. So, Greg and Akil, how was it?
It's fun. It's a good game. I mean, you know, let's put some Tekken in there. Let's get some Street Fighter up in here. But it was a good game. It was a.
I know my friends would be disappointed in me.
Oh,
I think you should start playing with your friends more.
Yeah.
that's true.
And come back again to more than a game for
That's
next
right.
match. So anyway, thank you so much, Anup, Putra,
Thank you.
Greg, and Akil for playing with us at this speedrun segment. And that wraps up our speedrun. And let's go back for the final segment.
Wow. So that was a good game, wasn't it? Would,
It was very fun.
yeah. Would you say you'd recruit me for your league?
Sure.
No hard feelings. Okay.
You
All
wanna
right.
become a
Well,
prof-
that's good. See?
You want to become a professional player?
Maybe.
Sure.
Maybe. I mean, there we go. Right. I've improved. Perhaps. So, so before we wrap up, Putra, what is your final message for young people who want to enter the esports industry, either not just as players, but either as leaders or builders like yourself?
I think not only in esports, maybe. Today, like a lot of people, they want instant result
Yeah,
and
right.
chase the
Right.
trends. So I think IFeL is here because we stay consistent.
Yep.
When
Yep.
we were like underestimate, criticize, or even when we are on the top. So we are still using the same system, the same value, and also no shortcuts.
Yep.
So I think the message is consistency will always take you more further than anything instant. I think if you want to become a leader or a builder, I think try to stay last maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something.
There we have it. Final words of wisdom from a leader himself. Putra's journey proves that esports is not just about playing games, but it's about building ecosystems, leading communities, and having the vision to turn a garage passion into a global business. So thank you again, Putra, for
Thank you,
sharing
Anup.
your
Thank you,
vision and your
Jeanice.
blueprint with us. Thank you, Jen,
Thank
for your
you.
wonderful energy. And thank you to everyone for listening. This is more than a game. Until next time.